From turning awkward questions into comedy gold.
I see you losing the roof there in the back.
Yeah,
You'll be right there with me.
I'll be there
We'll do a buddy cop show.
Exactly.
All right, two balding old guys.
To leaving clueless hosts speechless.
Exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
These are the most savage moments of Bill Burr roasting disrespectful interviewers. Starting off with interviewer Davison, who came in confident, trying to corner Bill. But he doesn't do softballs. He flipped the script and left her scrambling for a comeback of her own.
Yeah, so there's a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be fun.
Will you guys just fucking grow up and just sit down and write your own horse shit and come up with it? Start your own fucking show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do shit for you. That's the fucking problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never fucking let me in. I'd start my own shit. You guys.
Oh, she walked right into that one. Bill didn't just answer. He annihilated the whole pity party.
Yes, absolutely.
So write your own shit and quit your fucking whining. We're all eating a giant shit sandwich out here. Nobody cares. I don't care.
Absolutely, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a web person.
The fuck up. It makes no difference whether you got a dick or a twat. All right? Just do what the fuck you want to do and hopefully people respond to it.
Instead of handing out participation trophies, he gave the cold, hard truth. Stop whining, start writing, and let the jokes do the talking. No special treatment, no excuses. Just be funny. Brutal? Yes. Wrong? Not even a little. And that's how Bill is. You can't go on putting your words in his mouth and not get a brutal reply.
I heard you have a terrible theory, and I want you to say this. So your theory on Boston is, let's just wait till LeBron's old. You don't want to be aggressive and get players.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
You got misinformation.
What did you say?
Well, why would you say I have a horrible theory without checking with me first? It's like you already threw me under the bus. Well, I get it. You got a big desk.
Classic Colin Coward. Talks in circles, sets up a trap, and immediately falls into it himself. He tried to throw Bill under the bus, but Bill was already in the driver's seat, flooring it straight through Colin's weak argument before he even had time to blink. Much like Sarah Silverman, who thought she dropped some deep, enlightened wisdom, until Bill Burr stepped in and shredded it in seconds.
I feel like you resist that a little more, but ultimately you do change with the times.
Okay.
You thought I was wrapping it up. I fucking ripped another.
No, I feel like with you, there's this person you want me to be. So you keep telling me that I'm this fucking guy that I'm not.
Sarah served up what she thought was a mic drop moment. Bill Burr took one look, picked it apart like a lazy conspiracy theory, and left her standing there like a student who just got schooled by the teacher. Brutal, effortless, hilarious. Just like this guy who tried to dig out a sensitive topic, but clearly didn't expect a straight-up reality check. No yelling, no effort. Just Bill calmly stomping out the weak joke like a cigarette on the sidewalk.
And he also had a zillion kids, so I mean, yeah.
Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
Yeah,
somehow
by all means,
compromise your
keep talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
Seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's fucking lunatics out there.
Okay.
Coming at Bill Burr unprepared is like bringing a pool noodle to a sword fight. This dude swung, missed, and got sliced up before he even knew what hit him.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Well, you can mention the amount.
Absolutely crazy people.
I don't know why that got so flat on my part. Tell me about all things comedy. I don't know. You see, I'm nervous. I'm sweating here.
I'm just going to let you sit.
Yeah, I know you are. You don't have to save me.
You got to push through to the other side.
He got roasted so badly, and what makes this so funny is the lack of filter Bill has while throwing out these jabs. He doesn't hold back, even a little bit, no matter what platform he's on.
Enjoy him while you can get him.
That's right.
You know, I was reading a little bit about you, and it says that you have a tendency to kind of go with your first thought.
Yeah.
Because reading makes you sleepy.
That's right. And my first thought is this is the best week to be here, the week before the Super Bowl.
That is so true.
Before all the whores fly in, you know?
Yeah. But
Just want to get out.
Wow.
Just want to get out of here before that.
He left her looking for a response, but the bashing was far from over.
This is like the Oscars for prostitutes.
Okay, all right.
This entire week.
Let's remember we're G-rated here, folks. All right, so we're going to go back to a safer subject.
There's no safer subject when my man's holding the center stage. And what moment would define it best than Bill's brutal roast on the Jimmy Fallon show?
Is in Boston? Where do you live now?
I live in Los Angeles.
Oh, that's where you're at in LA?
Angeles. Frightening place to live.
Yeah.
Dollar crashing. City technically has no water supply. You know?
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the zombies are coming. So I've been thinking about getting a gun.
Oh, my God.
I know people don't like it, but you got to.
Bill just obliterated an entire city with his roast, which only got better with each passing minute.
What am I supposed to get a windmill, right? And start growing zucchini? And then what? All I'm doing is just growing that for the strongest guy in the block, you know?
My man didn't even let Jimmy chime in with his questions as he dominated the show.
I'm serious. I've been going to gun stores and
Oh, my God.
and these rednecks are all telling me the same thing because I didn't grow up with guns. So they're just going, all right, you never had a gun, you want to get yourself a shotgun. It's got a great spread. That's what they keep saying. It's got a great spread. You don't even got to aim. You got a problem, you just sort of whip around. You get the guy, right?
You can't just trigger Bill and get out of it unscathed. My man can easily cook for anyone, no matter who's coming at him and how.
When did you start shaving your head? It looks good.
When did I start shaving? I shaved it. I had my first special. I had it shaved.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
When I saw you in New York
I'm
for the
glad
Patrice thing.
you liked it.
I
see you losing the roof there in the back.
Yeah,
You'll be
a little
right there
bit,
with
little
me.
bit. I'll be there
We'll do a buddy cop show.
Exactly.
Right? Two balding old guys
Exactly.
going after some hairy criminal.
Got to admit, that was a joke served to Bill on a silver platter. I mean, what was the guy even thinking about commenting on Bill's baldness when he did not have much hair himself? And talking about throwing a loose ball, we have this guy triggering Bill without knowing the consequences.
We thought we'd funnel money into Canada and keep it here, but you guys took it over, like you tend to do. But
I'm not going to apologize for that.
no, you're big on the
I mean, that's just business, dude. You're acting like we came and knocked you on the head. You know what we're about.
Wait
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Fellow white person, not native to this country.
This guy strutted in like he had the ultimate gotcha moment. Bill didn't just shut it down, he torched it, stomped on the ashes, and walked off without breaking a sweat.
How did you guys get this up here? Did the Native Americans go, oh, well, we like these white guys. You can have all our land? Jesus Christ. No, I get it. Your shit smells like maple syrup up here. Is that what you're telling me? All right.
Talk about absolute annihilation, much like this next one, where this woman tried to drop some deep psychological wisdom. But Bill Burr wasn't having it. One brutal analogy sent her argument straight to the trash.
Flog yourself for being vulnerable.
Oh, would you stop it like you have some sort of psychology
I do.
degree?
10 years in therapy.
So what? I've watched football for 40 years. I shouldn't be somebody's coach.
She came in swinging with fake wisdom, and Bill Burr sent it straight to the recycling bin. 10 years of therapy? Congrats. That's called being a customer. He didn't just roast her. He vacuum sealed the argument and threw it out. Bill never cares if he's going personal or not. If you are in a room with him, you've got to expect every type of attack, just like the one on Bobby Lee. Bobby came in hot, ready to swing, left dazed, confused, and absolutely cooked. Bill Burr flipped the script so fast, he didn't know whether to argue or call for a timeout.
I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you're going, you got your little panda hands
I was. I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's what you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off,
a little adolescent bear.
Comes in all tough, then throws his hands up like a confused mascot when the heat turns up. Bill Burr didn't just call it out. He practically gift-wrapped the humiliation. The perfect mix of savage and effortless. Pretty sure Dylan Godino doesn't know how to take an interview, but even if he does, he sure wasn't prepared for Bill Burr. And Bill Burr made sure he wasn't invited to the show ever again.
You took it to, he took it to this place. I'm not trying to shit on his website. What is it called again? Huh? Zippitydoodah.com?
You got it.
Huh? You motherfucker.
That's
you
it.
have me on your show and you start trashing my DVD?
You're a sensitive man.
Dude, I'm joking. Come on.
Dylan walked in thinking he had the home field advantage. Bill Burr turned it into a demolition site, called him out, shut him down, and made it painfully clear who the real heavyweight was. All while cozying up in his chair, not even breaking a sweat. And talking about the clash of the heavyweights, we have Joe Rogan walking into a fiery pit with Bill Burr, knowing damn well it wouldn't end pretty for him.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, John.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay.
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this bullshit. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up. better than the CDC. All I do is I watch the news once every 2 weeks. I'm like,
Bill Burr didn't just roast Joe Rogan. He steamrolled him. 1 second, Joe was confidently spewing COVID takes. The next, Bill shut it down with a casual, I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree and pretend I know more than doctors. Game over.
this is like rollerblading. Everybody fucking rollerbladed, and then there was that one fucking homophobic joke, and then everybody acted like they never did it. And then 100 million fucking rollerblades got thrown into the fucking ocean. We all wore masks, and then all of a sudden, people are fucking sitting there. Well, you don't have the body type for it, dude. Your fucking knuckles would scrape on the ground. Even with that extra 2 inches.
Then we have Howie Mandel thought he was setting up a sweet moment. Bill Burr saw it for what it was. Pure ambush. Watch as Bill's patience evaporates in real time.
And look who's here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corrigan. Billy Corrigan.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be a good surprise.
Can this be like edited out?
Ah, that moment when the vibe shifts from casual banter to pure betrayal. You can see the exact second Bill's soul tries to exit stage left. That fake smile holding back a hurricane. And just when you think he might let it slide, nope. Bill obliterates Howie, serving up a roast so brutal even Billy Corrigan feels secondhand regret. And talking about regret, we have Steve Rickman, who got a little too close for comfort. Bill Burr noticed, called it out, and absolutely let him have it. Watch how fast the tables turn.
Do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
This is no, don't, man. Honestly, can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now that's the number one thing you don't do.
Bill's face hit levels of disappointment usually reserved for failed bloodlines. One ruthless mic snatch, and Steve went from confident host to embarrassed prop holder.
Yeah.
You're what is this? Rock 100.5. Mm-hmm. This is the worst interview I've ever done, and he's wearing Stetson cologne or something. It's just really overpowering.
How you doing?
You know what he looks like? He looks like the first guy who gets his ass kicked in a Steven Seagal movie.
No.
Absolutely obliterated. Much like this next one, where Bill Burr roasted the interviewer and none other than Steve Jobs.
He's like Edison. I don't know. He invented all this stuff to everybody. What are you talking about?
Did he? Did he sit down and I'm gonna invent the iPhone and just sat there soldering, possibly welding, right? Didn't he have a crew of guys helping him out?
Sure, maybe he did.
My man did not even spare Steve Jobs, but blamed the host for triggering him on the topic.
Why, when he went to those nerd fests, didn't he have like a chorus of scientists behind him who helped him out too? He walked out like he was Tesla. Like tapping into electricity.
I'm not with you.
I think he just kind of told people what to invent. He just kind of came in I want my whole music collection in that phone. Get on it!
You can't just pull a fast one on Bill Burr, and Bill Maher forgot that when he thought he could sneak in those jabs. Bill Burr let it slide for a while, but come on. How long do you think he'd tolerate that before wrecking him to pieces?
Your wife...
It's a little more pronounced.
Your wife must be a saint. Because, boy...
Because you're such a victim right now?
No, because you do like to, pick a fight about anything.
You just said I was stupid.
Well, that's
He just came at me.
That's a completely different subject.
Maher tried to land a slick jab. Bill Burr flipped it, folded it, and sent it back with interest. The second Bill called out his victim act. You could see Maher realize he just got wrecked on his own show. Beautiful. The quality of not giving a damn about anything is what makes Bill worth watching. The way he goes into meltdown, pure rage, maximum profanity, and just enough not-so-subtle shade at the people in front of him.
Well, I'm excited to be here. These chairs are horrific. It's not quite adult size. It's not kid size. I already slouched. It's gonna be a bad interview, dude, and I'm blaming the chair. I literally feel like I'm gonna fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs. I cannot get comfortable in this chair. This is just one of the worst things.
That chair got roasted like it owed Bill money. You could feel the silent shame of whoever approved that disaster. At this point, the floor would have been a better option. Now we have my man, Charlemagne, who really walked the line between bold and reckless. Bill Burr let him know why he shouldn't have made remarks about homophobia, especially after interrupting story time about Bill's wife.
Hold on, you gotta clear that up. I want to be clear about that. You didn't date the guy. Nothing.
No.
I just want to make sure.
When are black people gonna let go of this homophobia? You always got to check. Like, what are you doing
for the
with your
story.
manicured eyebrows? Like, I'm gonna sit here and act like you're all good over there. Like, you don't swing a leg over the fence every once in a while.
Bill shut that down instantly. The dude tried to be slick, and Bill flipped it right back on him. The second homophobic hit the air, and you could see him panic like a kid caught with his hand in the cookie jar. But since he was the one who walked into the flame himself, he couldn't do anything but laugh at Bill's roasts. But come on, at least that's a one-on-one showdown. Ever seen Bill turn an entire hostile crowd into his personal punching bag?
Fucking Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city is built around a fucking guy who doesn't even exist. You got fucking Joe Frazier is from there, but he's black, so you can't fucking deal with him. So you make a fucking statue for some 3-foot fucking Italian, you stupid, cheese-eating fucking jackasses.
Philly came in cocky, thinking they could rattle Bill Burr. Big mistake. He torched that crowd so hard that the Liberty Bell probably cracked a little more. 12 straight minutes of pure scorched earth. By the end, they weren't booing. They were praying for mercy and applauding for the angry comedian, who had finally seemed to get the crowd on his side.